Hi everyone, thank you CI West Africa. My name is Alkin Patel and I'm going to talk about the chatbot usage at Bitco Africa Limited. So I'm Chief Digital Officer at Bitco Africa Limited, and today's subject, as I mentioned, we are going to discuss about that how Bitco Africa is using the artificial intelligence chatbot for their customers. This is an agenda we have set for you. We'll start with company overview and end up with a question answer session. So let's go straight into the solution and how we have used the AI technology for FMCG company. Bitco Africa Limited, it's a known FMCG company in these regions, and our products have been including the various categories: edible oils, soaps, margarine, cooking fats, and recently we have also been producing beverages and other food products. We know that we've been producing your favorite brands, which is Akimbo, Cowboy, Chipsy, Golden Fry, Lianto, and the rest of our brands. So we have a 50 plus brand, and we are reaching to 20 plus country into Africa. We are headquartered in Thika, but we do have a manufacturing facility at Uganda, Tanzania, and Madagascar. This is for an IT presentation and all the technology about it. So I would like to let the folks know that we are using SAP. We are using SAP, IBM, Microsoft, in-memory computing data, and all other Cisco, Sophos, HighJump, various other technologies. We've been using a local partner as well as the global partner for providing services for an IT. So I'm going to talk about that. The task which was being given by a business during this COVID time is that let's digitalize our customer experience. Let's digitalize our customer journey. And how do we use all the AI tools available in the market and we improve our customer experience? The scope was very clear that we do it for all the customers. Let's not build something which is only available in Kenya and not available for export. So the scope was very clear. It's all customers. We have chosen a partner for this project. Is we use the WhatsApp technology. Also, there's a company named Gupshup, QuickWorks, and for an RPA, we use the Automation Anywhere. When it comes to technology, we use the HANA database in-memory computing for getting the faster response from the query. We use Java as well as JavaScript, some SQL queries, and Google's Dialogflow. The task we have completed in 30 days, and our solution has been up and running for all our customers from 1st of July, and it's been up and running now. What were our expectations when we started the project? Our chatbot, our journey has to be personalized. It has to be real time, 24 by 365, and identity management is a key part for us. What do I mean by identity management? Is that it has to have an OTP kind of identity management or a certain numbers with a customer and all that. In simple way, it was been clear, very sad that my data should not be visible by somebody else. So Tuskys data will not be visible by Nakumatt, vice versa like this. So we have number of wholesalers, number of channel partners, distributor across the country, and they are getting their personalized information 24 by 365, and it's a user friendly too. So these are the business expectations set there. Then also it was been discussed in the business expectations various meetings is that the solution has to be scale up or scale down. It has to be done on the fly. There was no kind of a given a window that you can shut down and you can restart the application. So once you launch applications, the business said you don't have to touch. If you want to scale up, please do it on the fly. And I'll talk about the future readiness also been requested by the business that when we build a solution, it has to have a future readiness too inbuilt into the system. So when we evaluated our technology landscape, the first thing comes was an RPA. It's an RPA is a bot which does all the human interaction in the computer without a human being sitting in the computer. We know the chatbot, it's a human intervention. Okay, so technology landscape was absolutely clear to us. We started with an RPA. Everybody knows about that, what RPA does. That RPA actually does what the human has been doing on the computer. It can copy paste the whatever interaction what we do into the RPA. Okay, so RPA is so we use an RPA, we use a chatbot, then we use some conversational AI, and it has to be user friendly in a way that later on we wanted to do when the conversational commerce, which is a new buzzword in the IT industries. Everybody knows about that C-commerce is the next big thing which is going to happen, that you shop while you are communicating with a bot. So that's a kind of a technology landscape which we discuss it out, and we derived that this is how we're going to use this particular thing now. When it comes to the what platform do we use, so we have done some kind of a research, and we have put up some kind of a research, and we concluded that 8 billion will be saved by year 2022 from the business using a chatbot. This was a prediction was being done by IBM. Also 85% of the all customer interaction will be done by a bot by year 2020, and 50% of a customer would like to talk to you in terms of a messaging. They don't pick up a phone and talk to you. Generally what they do is they message you and then they expect the reply to the message. So this is a given kind of an R&D what we have done so far. Technology landscape. So we have used the RPA, then we have used the chatbot technology, and later we wanted to use the conversational AI, and then we end up our solution with the conversational commerce. So we all know about that C-commerce. It's a new buzzword in the shopping. It's giving you the experience of a shopping as you are communicating with a bot. So that's a technology landscape what we have used for our bot. Now it is time for us to decide that which platform should we use for our particular solution. And if you see the screen, it tells you very clearly that WhatsApp is kind of a most popular and the user-friendly scheme and most adopted in our country as well as in the globally. And 8 billion will be served by year 2022 from business using chatbot. This is on predictions from IBM. There's also one more prediction which was more interesting for us, is that 50% of our customers, or more than 50% of a customer, would like to message you instead of talking to you. So that also gives us a boost while deploying the chatbot. So here is the solution, how it looks like. There's a WhatsApp registered number for us, which is 254714779999, and anybody can say hi to the Rafiki, and then they'll get all the services what is been configured for them. Now, what does it mean? Today, while you're sitting and listening this presentation, when you say hi, it says, okay, please give us your details and we'll update you. So that's an identity management which has been configured. So if you are a regular customer of buying Bitco products directly from a Bitco, you can always say hi to this chatbot, and chatbot will give you all the details. How was the process for us in that? We had just set up an active read-only HANA-DB connection, which is actually for near real time. We have registered our number to the WhatsApp platform using a Facebook, and we have registered ourselves with a Dubster QuickBox for a Rafiki. As I mentioned, we have agreed the business scope, the flow was agreed, and later on the query was designed and POC and go live. So this is a typical and IT implementation which we have done once the business flow was ready for us. What are the services available on the Rafiki AI chat? Now, the customer can ask their outstanding details. They can do full account management. Also, they can see their current outstanding, they can see their aging, they can see their open items. Payment details. They can find out what are the payments has been done to the Bitco as an over a period of time. As well as they can find out the order status. Rafiki can also help the customers to retrieve where the current orders are, which transporter is bringing the goods to them, and what are the driver's numbers and vehicle numbers and various other things. Also, they can see their pending orders. The order has been placed by them to Bitco Africa Limited. And then sales analytics, there's an important tool in the FMCG is that the target has to be achieved by Bitco and the distributor or a wholesaler jointly. So Rafiki is giving them a single version of a truth. Also, various offers in the market, what Bitco is been giving, they can find out by click of a button there. So what it brings to the customer? Convenience. Of course, customers were interacting before with Bitco, but using a phone line, using an email, or using the various methods. They don't need to use any traditional method. They can just pick up their phone, get into the WhatsApp, and then start interacting with them. Instant access, 24/7, as I mentioned, and the speed was also very important for us. As soon as you hit the send button, just take a breath and you will be served by the Rafiki bot. And it's also personalized. I keep on insisting there's a two major things was learning for us is the personalized chat and personalized data access, as well as it has to be near real-time online. What are the benefits which has happened to the business? You have seen generally that you've seen the generally the chatbots are working alongside with the users. They meet the expectations, they please the customer, they are bug free, and there's a standard professional approach when replying to the message. No training required. When I talk about is that the user do not need to add any app onto their phone. Also, by doing that, what does it mean for a Bitco? We do have an internally been all our employees been using our employee engagement chatbot. What they do on that is that they can apply their leave, they can see their pay slip, they can see their leave balance and various attendance and various other things. The similar thing we are coming up with a vendor help desk. So the vendors will able to know that what are the pending orders for them to supply goods to Bitco Africa Limited. Also, they can see the what are the purchase order is being in the process, and also inventory board, so you know where the inventory is lying and what stage the inventories are available for that. So there are various boards can come up to that. So yeah, that's our journey for a chatbot. We actually seeing that the AI has been helping us out. It's a quick, it's a easy, it's actually, I would put it this way, it's not that difficult for anyone to do that the way it looks like. And I believe that our customers have been appreciating so well, and they are quite happy about it. So that's our journey on chatbot AI RPA. There's a few experiments which we have done. We are continuing that. We are all in the digital transformation journey as Bitco Africa Limited. Let's see that. I hope you like that. If any questions related to this, kindly reach out to me. My email address is alkin.patel@bitcoafrica limited. Thank you for listening to me.